Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to part 18 of What If Naruto Was an Otsutsuki. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform, and I posted a new episode of What If Kurama gave Naruto a dojutsu, and on my second channel I posted Uchiha Naruto the Sage, so go ahead and enjoy. And if you haven't yet, and this is the first time you hear my voice, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click that red subscribe button and join the Anime King family. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. Start the intro. You can change. You satisfy the rage in me. Take away my pain. You satisfy the rage in me. So the last time we left off, Naruto faced off against Sasori and something clicked. The mark on his forehead started to glow and Naruto went in some kind of a trance as he trapped the Konoha ninjas in a box, a white box. They couldn't escape from it no matter how much they hit it, but Naruto did it for their protection as he raised his hand in the air and created a giant black ball as he destroyed Sasori. He then flew off and the white box faded as he went after Deidara. Naruto punched the ground and the real Deidara jumped out after he destroyed the clay Deidara, his Rinnegan shining. As he walked up to Deidara, Deidara was shaking. So yeah, that was basically the last part we left off, so let's get straight into this new episode. Naruto stood in front of Deidara. Deidara was shaking all over. He didn't know what it was, but it was just something about this guy that his body could not stop shaking. It was like pure death as Naruto kneeled down to Deidara's level. As he put a hand in front of Deidara's face, Naruto, a voice yelled. As Naruto turned around, Deidara quickly got up as he started to run away from the area. Naruto looked around to see the Konoha ninjas. As he turned around back, "Damn it," he muttered, as Deidara jumped on another bird and started to fly away. "Divine Slice," Naruto muttered as he swiped down his hand, and a slicing wave was coming after Deidara. The slicing wave sliced off his hand and the bird arm as he was crashing down to the ground. Naruto jumped over there, but when he arrived, Deidara was already gone. His hand was on the ground though. As Naruto looked around, he saw the destruction of the ground. That means Deidara went underground. As he held his hand in the air again, the Konoha ninjas stopped in their tracks as they saw the same small black ball forming in Naruto's hand as he was about to release one of those another attacks and destroy everything around him. But suddenly, the mark on his head started to glow red as pain started to flood into Naruto's body as he started to scream out in pain and agony as the ball vanished, and he dropped on his knees as he collapsed on the ground. Sakura and the others rushed over as she cradled Naruto's head on her knee. As he was huffing and puffing, the mark on his head sending pain all over his body as it was glowing red. After a minute, it died down and went back to normal as all of them noticed that the mark was half gone. There was just half of it remaining. "What happened?" said Sakura. "Well, it looks like Naruto collapsed, and this should be good for now, because we cannot go through him doing one of those moves again, as Kakashi recalled when Naruto used a black ball, as he couldn't fathom the endless amount of power behind that attack. He used his Sharingan as he saw the much force and chakra that Naruto was pumping into it, as he didn't even understand how Naruto possessed this power and what is he capable of now. As Guy went over and picked up Naruto as they all headed back to Lady Chiyo and Gaara. When they arrived, they saw Lady Chiyo sitting in front of Gaara, her hands glowing blue. As Lee asked what is she doing, she just smiled at him as she said, "I am giving the Kazekage another life." "What do you mean?" Lee asks. "Well, I'm trading my life for his." "You're sacrificing yourself?" asks Lee. "It's the only way for me to atone for my sins. We the council were the one who put the demon inside of him, and if we hadn't, none of this would have happened to him. So, it's a last effort to repay all that I've done," Lady Chiyo said with a smile, as all of them stood there, seeing Lady Chiyo pump back life into Gaara, as Naruto then turned as he was on Guy's back, as Guy put Naruto down and placed him to lean up against the rock, as he didn't know how Naruto would wake up or react if he would still be in that state. Naruto slowly opened his eyes as he looked around. He blinked twice. "What is going on?" Naruto said. "You were fighting and you passed out," said Sakura. "What? Fighting who?" "That Akatsuki guy." "Wait, how are you so old?" Naruto said, as a tick mark gained in Sakura's head. "What do you mean old?" she said in an angry tone, as Sai watched Naruto curiously. Everyone turned their attention to Naruto, even Chiyo, who was performing the exchange on Gaara. "I mean, we're Genins, right? Why am I here? And what's going on? And who is that? And who are you?" Naruto said as he looked at Lady Chiyo. He then turned and looked at Sai. "Who are you?" As he looked at Guy. As he then turned, he looked at Lee. "Bushy Brown, how did you get so old?" "Tenten? Neji? Will someone please explain to me what the hell is going on?" Naruto said, as he looked around at all of them, as all of them had a confused look on their faces. As Sakura walked up to Naruto. "Naruto, are you okay?" she asked. "Well, I'm not right now, because I have no idea what is going on." "Wait, you know us?" "Of course I know you. Me, you and Sasuke just got on Team 7 with Kakashi Sensei. The last thing I remember was we faced off against Zabuza at Wave, and we came home from a successful mission, and nothing after that. Oh yeah, Kakashi told us that we're going to be take part in the tuning exams." "What is going on?" Naruto asked, as Neji then looked closely at the mark on Naruto's forehead as he walked in, as everyone's attention went to him. It seems that Naruto's memory has returned, but only half, as Neji took a closer look, as he put two and two together, knowing that when the mark was full, all of Naruto's memory were gone, but now it is half. Only half of the mark remained, and Naruto remembered just a bit of his life, because he only remembered up to the tuning exams. He don't remember taking the tuning exams or anything, as he sit there with a confused look on his face. "So, what is going on, and who is this guy? And who are you?" as he looked at Chiyo. "I am Lady Chiyo from the sand," she said, "and this is our Kazekage Gaara. Naruto, we will explain everything back to you when we get back to the Leaf Village, but for now, we have to focus on this," said Sakura as a tear ran out of her eye, as she was so happy Naruto remembered her. He remembered some of his life, but for now, Lady Chiyo was struggling. As Naruto walked up to her, "What are you doing?" he asked, as he sat down in front of her. "I am going to make him feel better," Lady Chiyo said, as Naruto realized that chakra on her hand was getting smaller and smaller. "Hey, if you want help, use some of my chakra," Naruto said, as she smiled at the boy. "Okay, go ahead and place your hand right there." The moment Naruto touched it and it made contact, a huge white light erupted as everyone closed their eyes, as there was a white light around Naruto. It then flowed straight into Gaara, as Lady Chiyo was shocked as she could feel the Kazekage's heart beating. As Gaara slowly opened his eyes, as Naruto leaned him up, as Lady Chiyo was shocked. How was this even possible? She wasn't even halfway into bringing him back yet. What did this kid just do? She looked at Naruto curiously, as everyone looked at Naruto. Naruto? What just happened? Sakura asked, as Sai stood there, taking in everything that happened today, as he had a lot to report to Lord Danzo. I don't know, said Naruto. I am as confused as all of you. Naruto? Gaara said, as he made eye contact. He noticed that it's Naruto, after seeing in the middle of his face and the whisker marks. Although his hair is completely white, Gaara still recognized his face from within. Naruto, you're back, said Gaara. Who are you? Naruto said. As Gaara looked at Naruto with a confused look on his face, he then thought about it. How is he alive? He was captured by the Akatsuki, as he wondered what the hell happened, as Lady Chiyo is still staring at Naruto confusedly. As Gaara struggled to get to his feet and Naruto gave him a helping hand, as he put his arm around Naruto, his shoulder. So, where are we going? Naruto asked. You really don't remember me, Gaara said. No clue, Naruto replied. So, Lord Kazekage, said Kakashi, you were captured by the Akatsuki, and they were extracting the tail beast out of you. But we didn't get here in time. So how am I still alive? Gaara asked. Lady Chiyo performed some jutsu on you, to exchange her life for yours. But something happened when Naruto went in to help her. A white aura appeared around him, and it seemed to have brought you back to life, mixing with her jutsu. Well, I think Lady Chiyo can explain further. Lady Chiyo looked at Kakashi, then looked back at Gaara. I am quite confused as well. I don't really know how that happened. I was supposed to die after that. What do you mean die? Lord Kazekage, it is because of me and all the council members that you had suffered this burden of the one tail and go through life with all of this misery. So I was willing to risk my life for you. I have changed over the years, and I see everything that was all in the past. You guys, part of the village, are all my family, and I risk my life to protect you all, because I am the Kazekage, said Gaara, as they all made their way back to the sand. As when they neared to the gates, a scout shouted, "They're back! And they're carrying Lord Kazekage!" As everyone ran out, as Temari, Conqueror and everyone ran out, as they surrounded Gaara and them. Lord Kazekage, you're alright, two girls said as they ran up to Gaara. Indeed I am, Gaara said, as Temari hugged her brother, as he hugged her back, as Conqueror just gave him a bump. Glad you're back, brother, he said, as Gaara had a smile on his face. Temari then walked up to Naruto. You did it, she said, as she hugged him, as Naruto started to blush, as he had no idea who she was, but he didn't want to ruin the moment, so he just went on with it and he hugged her back, making blush marks came on Temari's cheek, as she then pulled back, as Naruto saw a worried look on her face. What's wrong? As she walked up to him close and gave him a kiss on the cheek. That's my thanks to you, she said, as Sakura looked at her with a bit of jealousy in her eyes, as Naruto couldn't help but blush. They went back to the sand and explained things. They didn't really went into things with Naruto, but they told Gaara how Naruto arrived back to the village with no memory, and Gaara understood. But they still don't know what happened to him when he was gone for the 3 years. So after that was done, they all shook hands and said their goodbyes, as Naruto was still confused as hell, but he went along with everything, as they were heading back to the Leaf Village. Everyone was walking as Sakura was beside Naruto and Kakashi was at his next side, as both Guy and Lee were talking while Tenten and Neji were talking while Sai stood by himself not saying a word. He has absorbed everything today and he was also shocked by everything that happened, but he knows that he has a lot to report to Lord Danzo. So Naruto, Sakura said, as she went through everything that happened when he came back to the village with no memory. But Naruto didn't remember that either. The only thing he remembered was Kakashi telling him that they are going to be competing in the Chunin exams. He don't remember fighting in the Chunin exams or fighting against some guys named Otsutsukis. He didn't understand what Sakura was talking about, as Sakura was worried for him, but at least that he know her and know the village and know about everything when they were younger. But that raised question. She then remembered the time that she went out on a date with him and he told her that he collapsed and he couldn't make it because he was hearing voices in his head, as she wondered if Naruto knew about that, because everything was good until that, because that's what made them stop talking, and then he went and asked out Ino. She wondered if you remember that, but she's not going to bring it up now. So she went over details of what happened until they arrived back to Konoha. So they all gave the mission report to late Tsunade. Tsunade then dismissed Guide's team as she told Team 7 to remain. She told Sai that this was personal matters and she would like to talk to Team 7 alone. He nodded as he went off to Danzo. So now, Sakura, Naruto, and Kakashi stood in front of Lady Tsunade. Naruto looked at Tsunade as he looked around the office. He wanted to ask this question since he arrived. "Who are you?" Naruto said. As Tsunade raised her eyebrow, "I am the 5th Hokage, Lady Tsunade to you, boy." As she thought that he was being disrespectful, just asking out, "Who are you?" "Where is Gigi?" Naruto said as he looked around the office. As Tsunade looked at him with a confused face. "I mean the 3rd Hokage. The old man, my sensei, has given up his position as Hokage and I took over the reign." "Oh, he's gotten too old," Naruto said as he scratched the back of his head, as he realized that if Sakura has managed to grow up, that means he has a lot of time missing. "How long?" Naruto asked. "How long what?" Tsunade asked him. "How long was it since the Chunin exams?" 3 years and a couple of months. As Naruto lowered his head. Why? Why can't I remember anything from 3 years and a couple of months?" "We don't know, Naruto. You arrived. You didn't remember anything. And that mark on your forehead, it was fully formed, but now it is just half. What does that have to do with anything?" "Well, it seems to be attached with your memories. Now that half of it is gone, it seems that you have some of your memories back. So, how do we get rid of the rest of it?" As Tsunade looked at him, as Kakashi already informed what happened and how Naruto went mindless and started to destroy the Akatsuki members. "We don't know exactly," she said, as Naruto had no memory of him going all berserk and destroying the Akatsuki members, but one of them got away, and it's Deidara. Right now we switch to an unknown location, as Sasuke stood in a room. He pulled out his sword as he looked at the blade. So Naruto is back, as news has spread that the boy Naruto is back, and Orochimaru got the information. He told Sasuke. Sasuke has been training non-stop for the past 3 years. In this one, things have changed after witnessing the power of the Otsutsukis and Naruto's unbridled power. He couldn't be weak anymore. He knew that he had to push himself insanely hard as he went through vigorous trainings. He even went far enough to allow Orochimaru to do a procedure on him. Orochimaru was hesitant at first because he wanted Sasuke's body and he didn't want anything to mess with it. But Sasuke demanded, and Orochimaru decided to apply his wishes, where Orochimaru improved the curse mark. He no longer has the mark on his neck, he now has it on his chest, and it is quite larger, and he has to pump chakra into it for it to be shown. Orochimaru has improved it with Sasuke's physical strength and his power. In the canon, when he activated the curse mark, his strength was double, but now it will be quadruple, along with his power and with the vast greater source of chakra he has now. Sasuke walked out of the room as Orochimaru was coughing as he told Kabuto to go ahead and get his pills. Kabuto rushed outside. It will be soon for him to now take Sasuke's body. All of the developments and how strong Sasuke is now. He needs the body and he will be unstoppable. Orochimaru then blinked as something fly right through the door as he put up his hand to guard as a sword light stabbed him right into it. This change in chakra, I only know one person that have it, as the door then was sliced up. What are you doing, Sasuke? Said Orochimaru. Well, I've become powerful enough, so I don't need your help anymore. And did you really think that I was going to just hand over my body? Said Sasuke. Well, I knew you weren't, so I added special things into your curse mark. Activate, Orochimaru whispered. And because Sasuke was wearing the shirt that you could see in the middle, the curse mark then showed as it started to glow red as Sasuke felt pain as he dropped on his knees. As he then smirked and looked back up at Orochimaru, his Sharingan activated. Release, he said, as Orochimaru wondered what the hell was going on as the light died down and the mark faded away. You really think that I didn't know? I knew all along. I just needed the time to overcome it and destroy the seal that you placed on me. Now with this power at my grasp, there is no way that anyone can stand in my way. As he activated the black flaming tattoos on half of his face, as Orochimaru turned into a burst of about 1,000 snakes as they created the giant snakes. So, it's time for you to die, Orochimaru, Sasuke said as he prepared himself. But guys, I'm gonna be ending this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. Remember to share to all of your friends on your social media platform. And if you haven't yet, guys, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click that red subscribe button and join the Anime King family. But I'm out for now, guys. Peace.